All right, man. Welcome to the 290 Moe podcast. Appreciate your time.
Pleasure to be here.
If you could, introduce yourself for my viewers and listeners.
I'm Social Gang DT, man.
Social Gang DT.
Hey.
Let's. I like to get to know who I'm talking to. You know what I'm saying?
Alright, so shit, I'm from off North Avenue in Lawler, L-Town. You feel me? 1500. You feel me? Shit, I've been rapping for a little second, but shit, I really just started taking shit serious about probably 4 years ago. Shit, I be rapping. I got a little group too, Sneaky Gang for them. So Sneaky Gang, shout out the gang for them, bro.
Okay. So, how was your childhood? How was it growing up?
Shit, basically every day, shit, black nigga, childhood in Chicago, shit, running around bad as hell, fuck with the hoes, partying, hooping with the guys and shit, getting into little fights with the officers before we got to using the extra shit, you know?
Mm-hmm. All right, so what made you, before I go there, when you was growing up as a shorty, was it all you always wanted to be a rapper, or you was like, I want to be a hooper?
Hell no. Anybody, I've been rapping for forever though.
Oh, yeah?
I've been rapping for forever, like since a shorty. My uncle and shit, he was rapping this shit around me a lot, so he really had me rapping this shit young as hell. And then I always like to rhyme and fuck around with this shit.
Okay. Who was you listening to?
I'm a Wayne fan. Ain't nobody fucking with Wayne. I'm a Wayne fan. Ain't nobody fucking with that.
Okay. So you said you started taking rap seriously. What was it a specific thing that happened in your life that made you start taking it serious, or you just like, man, I'm talented. I've been doing this shit for so long. I need to start recording this shit.
It was really so much shit. I'm like, shit, I'm already doing this shit. Then I'm seeing before this shit. You make fed off this shit. You go up off this shit. You feel me? So I'm like, shit. Let me go ahead, go full-fledged, stop fucking around with this shit.
Mm-hmm. So. And what did taking it serious look like?
Shit, taking it serious look like shit. I stopped, cause at first I was just shit. I write a lot of music, and then shit. I go to the studio probably like 3 times out of the year at first, and then I'm like, shit, I'm finna flood now. So shit, I go and then at first I go to the studio like record one song, you feel me, and be done. When I got in that bitch and I noticed I just got to going like this, I book a 4-hour block. You feel me, or something like that. Then I'm like, yeah, it's time. Shit, I'm getting comfortable. It's me now. Shit.
Okay, talk to me about your first time in the studio. Was you ready? Was you punching in and out? Did you come with a whole bunch of raps already?
Yeah. My first time in a real studio, cause at first I was recording myself in the basement off the laptop. My first in the studio and shit. I thought I was ready on for them grade. I got in that bitch. I did what I was supposed to do, but my palms sweating in that bitch, all type of shit. I ain't know if it'd be this much pressure in this bitch on for them grade.
Okay. So, still talking about the studio, talk to me about your creative process. Are you a writer? You freestyle? You just go in, punch in and out? What's your creative process like?
I mean, so mostly for the most part, I'm a writer. I like to write all my shit because I like it to, I like it to flow how I need to flow and shit. I don't like to be all over the place. Like, it's a lot of, like, new artists and shit, the song could be named Money or some shit, and they in that bitch talking about drilling or something, you feel me? So I was a good writer in school and shit, too. I like poetry and shit, too, so I like to stick to the topic. You give me a topic, that's what the song gonna be about.
Mm-hmm. So. Okay, so with you being that surgical with your pen, when you writing, when you create music, are you constantly thinking like, I gotta have one for the bitches, I gotta have one for the club, I gotta have one, or is it just creating?
Yeah, it's really just, for the most part, it be creating, but I do think like that sometimes, you feel me, when I'm like, okay, I got this and I got that, I gotta get in this lane now, I gotta get in that lane, and shit, we from the rack, shit, from Chicago, so shit, most motherfuckers, they get on through the drill, you feel me, through the drill, so you feel me, for the most part, that's what I go to, cause I know that's what they looking for, you feel me, and I could talk about it cause I live this shit, so, but I be trying to be everywhere, I be trying to make music for the bitches, I do auto-tune, all that shit, for them, so I consider myself a real artist.